Okay, Facebook, and we're talking about our Physiokinetix Reseller Program and how it can be utilized in your office and practice and help your client too get better in every way. And I'm here with Nate Fay, and Nate's going to give Nate, tell him where you live.
Hey guys, I'm up here in Connecticut. My practice is located in the north middle part of Connecticut, Enfield, Connecticut, Hazardville Wellness, and I've been practicing for 15 years, and I've owned my wellness center now for 5 years.
Okay, so how long have you, Nate, been in our PKT Reseller Program that we started?
Yeah, so I met you several years ago on the road, as a student, and when I was climbing the ranks with you guys, and and Matt, with you and Eric, and then came down to your clinic several times to mentor with you, and then ultimately became an assistant for you. So I think back in February when we were in Tampa. We were in Tampa for, that was, I believe, your very first, at least the very first one that I attended, 2-day Physiokinetix workshop as an assistant. And it was that moment that, when we wrapped up that weekend, we had some materials left over, and I was like a little scared, but, I took about $1,600 worth of material home. And it was like my first time ever doing retail in my practice. And like 2 weeks later, it was sold and it was gone. And I was like, holy smokes, that was like so awesome. And so easy. Clients loved it. They loved it, man. Loved it right away.
Yeah.
And then basically what I know we're going to talk about is, and then it just helped me develop a plan of how I was going to work it into my clients. So that's, that's where it started to go from there.
Cool. So that leads into the next thing, so then the PKT program, so how did that help you build your practice at that point?
Yeah. So, ultimately it made things just easier. At the end of the day, I think the sort of history been, and I think it's for many of us that, we as massage and manual therapists we bring a client to the room and we sort of, tweedle with their environment and throw some stuff at them, and then kind of grasp at straws with whatever exercise we heard about, saw, YouTube, all those things. But ultimately, the PKT stuff gave me a plan from like A to Z, and something to give people, and just really have a real plan of action for people, which is so important. That education portion and getting people independent, and what we really should be doing is getting them out of our clinic ultimately, or making them like a long-term maintenance plan. So, people had the materials, people have the materials to go home with, and they feel good about it because it's the first time that anyone's ever given them a plan, instead of the classic like treating 3 times a week for the rest of their lives and making them think that they got a chronic back issue that'll never go away.
Right. So that's a great point, because that we model is a 3-month plan. So you got 90 days to health. Basically, we give them 1 month at each level, and that's something I wanted to lead into. In that I created: mobility level 1, level 2 stability. Out of those, tell me about your inventory that you like to keep on those levels, and physically, do you like to have it shipped to them? Tell me a little bit about which levels you like, and how do you like to keep it physically, or do you like to have it sent by just drop ship?
Yeah. So I love having physical product in my office. So I primarily keep yellow and green bands and level 1, the level 1 Physiokinetix manual. So basically the way that I've rolled it in, is at a client's first visit, they've paid for, I've rolled that cost of the book into their initial visit fee, so that they have something physical to lead with, and they have a plan. Because you and I both know that people are feeling great in your office and we've motivated them. But if we give them the option of drop shipping, especially in the early stages, they walk out of our clinics and the weight of the world's hit them, the stresses, the kids' job, and they've kind of forgotten everything you just did. So I like that physical aspect of it. Certainly, before COVID happened, then the plan
Yeah.
was, as people progressed and lived it, then the plan was to ultimately, start getting them on like full level 1, level 2 programs, or more if they wanted that. Yeah.
Sure. Pain management level, which is really for the clinician, the manual therapist, the chiropractor. And I think something we had talked about individuals, like this opens us up to some of the medical providers in the communities too, that are seeing our product and wanting to join in on, hey, I've had a lot of calls from medical providers, nursing homes, places that take care of elderly people, to even sports organizations. Hey, I like your program. It's, and so these are other, seeing any of that in your practice?
Yeah, what I've been seeing, the trends certainly in the last 6 months is that, I've always had a great word of mouth practice, but really in the past 6 months, now I'm getting MDs, chiros, PTs, other massage and manual therapists that are coming in as clients, but they want to know what the heck's going on here at Hazardville Wellness and wondering why people are just rocking and rolling and feeling good, and it's part what I do on the table, and it's part having the PKT program in place. It's been a game changer, no doubt about it.
Yeah. So I'm working with our staff here because we all kind of help you guys as a reseller. Your website, and how is the Physiokinetix shop on your website itself that you send your clients to help create a customer relationship and help spread the word to new customers? Has that website really helped you out?
It's awesome, man. That everyone in the back end of your clinic, Temple Human Performance, has just been dynamite. So easy to work with, super responsive. Cool. They built me a great shop on my website, and it's just so easy for clients to jump on. If they ultimately want that level 1 or 2. Now, actually, I just changed over, and I got a Square thing going. So now I've got my iPhone. So if people are ready to go, then I can just punch it in on my phone and have them place the order right there. We're just making it easy for everybody, really easy.
Just right there, yeah, real easy. So that's the whole point. It's simple. It's a call of action right away. You get it right away. The download comes to you. It's in your hands, and we know that if we stand beside our client, they will be successful. It's just part of being with your client. So here's a question for you. What else are you doing this 2020 to help diversify your practice with the current economic restrictions due to the pandemic? I guess this would probably be a big part of that. Is that helped you obviously in this time?
Yeah, when I was out of practice, for about 2.5 months, and I was like, well, I can do Physiokinetix sessions online and keep making money, and keeping things going. Yeah. So I had a bunch of clients. I said, what? Everything I do with you on the table can also be translated to teaching you how to do some of this stuff on your own, so that you're at least maintaining, getting stronger, staying fluid. So I would just log into my iPad, and they would pay me through like Venmo or PayPal, and we would do a 30-minute workout. We would do a 30-minute workout together.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what sustained me through the shutdown, and certainly has given me the confidence that if this, God forbid, happens again, I've already got a plan in place. I've already got retail. Hey, let's face it too. One thing that I wanted to say is that people are scared to go to gyms. Everyone was buying home equipment. So who doesn't want to support their local business and say, hey man, I've got DVDs, bands, everything you need. You don't have to go buy the $4,000, cycle bike, right? It's like, you're going to get so much more.
Yeah. It's less expensive, and it's something they can do for health. And a channel that we've started that's updated with new current movements, all kinds of new stuff that we're coming out with for specific types of problems for people. And so that's going to continue. And one thing, what would you say if there was someone out there that was interested in our PKT program, what kind of advice would you have for those people?
You know, I would tell other manual therapists and practitioners to just the thing that I want to reiterate is what worked for me, which was changing my price points a little bit to at least include the book, to include the band, and having that, and then it just kind of started to roll naturally. Because as I would progress through clients with, level 1, and it would be time for level 2 for clients. And again, Corona slowed some of that down. I do have to rebuild that aspect of a little bit, so I'm starting over a little bit in terms of getting people to advance now. But I would say in the next couple months, but that's that's my plan. My plan is to get everyone through level 1, and everybody gets level 1, by the way, because you bodybuilders, you pro athletes, your weekend warriors, your people that have never learned how to work out on the floor, off gravity, with TheraBands.
Yep.
Everybody needs it.
Yep.
Everybody finds benefit. Even I got a pro MMA fighter coming to see me, and he's working his ass off, and he's doing great. And, simple things like rolling patterns, PMRF, these are things that these people aren't learning, and that they have to learn. They have to learn it. So, yeah.
Yeah,
but
you have to learn it. It's like, it's just as a necessary. Yeah, we got a plan for people. Introduction to the Reseller program, and I'm excited that your practice and you've become of just getting people out there, giving them a plan, and then following up with them for their own. They're out telling other people about you. And we're watching it grow. I'm seeing it grow in my practice like crazy.
Yeah, there's
And thanks for joining me today. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
I think we've kind of said it all. I mean, the growth is there. We've got a little bit of regrowth right now, but I had the plan in place, and I think that we just we have to continue. If other massage therapists are listening, I think that we all can get better at learning how to identify problems, learning how to desensitize pain, and educating our clients and getting them out of your practice, because you always have to make room for new clients. And the education and the exercise portion that PKT has given is just awesome. So yeah, that's what I have to say. It's been easy.
Awesome. Yeah, that's great, Nate. Well, I really appreciate you being here with me, and we wish up in Connecticut and getting through these times up there, and now we have some more firepower to come at our clients with, and I'm excited to tell how things working with the Physiokinetix Program. I'm really happy for you and your family.
Yeah, thanks for everything, Paul, and I'll see you on the road, brother. Thank you.
Okay, man. See you.
Thank you. Take care.